pulling the pins out is fine because you're grabbing the tether and you're pulling on it. It's just when you're trying to get your fingers in there, that really does get in the way. It's too close. So this is actually pretty cool. I wasn't sure if this remote did that. So the remote does give that audible tone to let you know that you left the batteries on. I think I walked away from this remote for probably around 5 minutes is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna put the camera like literally right here. Boom. It was kind of cool that this remote gave an audible tone to let me know that I did leave it on, because I did honestly forget because I was messing around with stuff. So see what I'm saying? Like when you go to put the body pins in here, believe it or not, you'll feel it. It gets in the way of your finger, that piece right there. So it would have been better if they did the centralized, you know, location like that. I think would have been a way better deal than this. I think maybe they'll order one up. I mean, it looks cool, but nah, guy. That's the way to go right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here we go. I do have to learn how to drive this. This is a totally different animal compared to the UDR. See? It's a tip over monster, but I think it's because of the tires. So the UDR, I think, is allowing the tires to kind of slip a little bit. It could also be that the rear end. So here's the deal. On this machine, right, because of the way these tires are, there could be the possibility that the reason why it's doing that is because it's got such a squared off tire. And if that wheel on that side is allowed to free spin, it, you know what I mean? That slows down, which makes it so that it grips and it falls over on itself. If the rear end is locked up a little bit more, I think it has more of a tendency to, you know, power through. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of the wheel breaking free on the opposite side when you go in like in a, this is what I'm talking about. So when you're going into a turn like this, right? If that wheel, all the weight is kind of transferred to this part of the car. So if you're doing that and this wheel slows down, it's going to catch. If it's allowed to still spin, it has a tendency to more slide out. That's just the way it works. So that's why sometimes like a posi traction unit is nice, or a limited slip differential, is because it allows the limited amount of slippage between the left and right side. I can't believe how quiet this thing is. It ain't that bump. Oh, there goes the camera. I should have known that was going to happen. It should be fine. I haven't got it in a case, but I wasn't going to really need a case for what I was doing. I wasn't kind of going crazy, but that's what's nice. You just take it and mag mount it right back on. Boom. Goes right back in place. Definitely needs the punch turned up though. Ooh, I like that. See how too much rear slip. It's allowing whatever wheel that's unloaded to be able to just spin out. And these tires are doing exactly what I said, man. They're not vented. I love how quiet this is. It's very, very shocking. Oh, it goes the camera again. Ran it over. See, when you're in this kind of stuff, it's really not that big of a deal. You still have to be careful. You can buy lenses for it, but you still have to be careful. Click. Let's see what this is looking like here. I think I want to get a little bit more of that. That looks good. on pavement would not be a good idea. I cannot believe how free this is. Like, it just moves super free. Had a little bit of the wig-wag going on right there from the gyro. Gyro seems to be working pretty good. So we'll go in here, watch this, ready? Lights? Do I have lights? Yeah. Lights are on, I think. Are they? Is my light bar on? Almost seems like one of the plugs might have got disconnected. Let's see. Oh, it did. All right. So when I took the top off, one of the light wires got disconnected. So just so I make sure that it's not, I'm gonna go ahead and just connect this back up. It shouldn't be the wiring slapping out. This should have probably been from when I tilted the body up. So, I mean, it looks cool, but nah, guy. So we'll see right now. We'll see if this wire gets disconnected. So, do I have light bar now? Yep. Those lights are slick, dude. Put the lights off. This on dirt is probably mint. Oh, there goes the camera. See, you can do it in grass. Do it in grass, you're good to go. Anything else would be uncivilized. Click. I have a feeling if I jump it, camera's gonna go flying. Yeah. Didn't, but I nicked the chassis again. Definitely need that rear end to be tightened up. Doing pretty good on 4S. 30-something miles an hour. It's not too shabby. Oh, put on the lights. Dude, that is awesome. I love this thing, dude. Those lights are cool. Ah, here we go. Ran it over. Ran the camera over. I bet this camera's still recording. Still recording? Of course it is. I literally think that may have been my problem the entire stinking time, dude. That's horrible. The entire time, that's what it was. Dang, man. So that's the other thing that is going to happen when you do what I've been doing. Should have put tape on there. I'll be able to buff that out. So it's getting the debris underneath the mount, so I'm going to be done with that. Alright, we're back on the head. You're going to find like little sticky spots on the chassis. Or on the, not the chassis, on the body and the dirt. is gonna stick right to it. So that was something from them, from factory. I'm liking this thing, dude. Doo-doo-doo. Having the gyro on literally a quarter seems to be a damn sweet spot for it. Rear end definitely needs to be tightened up because it's wanted to just literally just tip over right there. Look at the way that front end just lifts, dude. Love that. Definitely needs the rear end to be locked up. Tightened, locked, whatever. Needs a spool in the rear end, that's what it needs. But it's going to be interesting, man, to see the difference between this and the UDR. This is handling. Handling is nice, except for the fact that it does want to roll over. Again, it could be just timing, just because it's a different new kind of RC. Maybe I just need to go into the turns a little slower. And then once I've passed, I guess, the apex of the turn, just realize what it needs for, throttle and steering and brake and all that stuff. Be interesting. What does it do on full power? Yeah, see, it still does it. See what I'm doing? The UDR is going to have this thing all day long. And granted, like I said, we're only on 4S, so if it's rolling now, it's going to be a rollover monster on 6S. You can hear there's a little bit of collision somewhere. Front end, I think, when it dives. Here, okay, so that's what it was. So when it dives into that turn, you saw it did the whole thing. It caught the body, and I think you heard it. So yeah, this thing is still mint though. I'm definitely liking, I'm liking the looks. Performance is just going to need a little bit of extra tuning up, that's all. And that's just per like how I think I want to drive. Personal preference. Rear end being locked up is going to allow it to not do that, but that also made me back off on the throttle. Yeah, see, it's losing speed in the turn. That's where it's no good. I don't want it to lose speed in the turn. I want the rear end to kick out. See? See how it does that? See? Yeah, see, no. No. We're going to try tightening up that rear end first. One wheel peel. We'll tighten up the rear end and then we'll go after the center diff. Misoginating my weeds here. Dude, this thing is mint though. Competition between two of these, running with two people, and then throw in a UDR just for fun. See, it did that one nice. And then it did the slow speed rollover. It's not the punch either. It's literally the timing of how this thing is wanting to be driven. See? It wanted to roll, and what I do? I backed off on the throttle. So you learn what each vehicle needs. But if you want to push it, you got to change some stuff. Oh! How did I not see that? Oh! Oh, it's got the soft start. Did you see that? I think because the punch is set so low or something, it didn't want to go. Why am I smelling poop? I might have wiped out dog poop somewhere. See, my dogs don't poop in the yard. That guy's dogs come over to my yard and take dumps. I ran over poop in my own damn yard. Even though my dogs don't poop in our yard, they go to the woods. They've been trained. Roll monster. You know what? I gotta say, with how this thing is running on a 4S, this is a 4S pack, dude. So I wonder, you know what? If I take this thing to Diamond Dust, okay, see how it's acting there? It's sliding, but it's still allowing, it's allowing the inside wheel to wig out. That's no good. Let's see how it does just on a full lock, just turn. Is the rear end gonna slip out? Or is it going to, are we gonna get some posi? Or is it gonna wanna diff the inner wheel? Got some posi. So there's enough slip right here. We're not under motion. So there's enough slip to where, see, it still does it. Once it gets out, once it got out to there, it started to more slip the inner wheel. Could be just learning the way this thing is to be driven. I mean, if you want all four wheels to stay in contact, guess that's the way to do it. That was actually cool. Even though I just got dusted. That was cool though. All right. So if we're driving head to head, car to car, it's just driver skill. Is what it's gonna be about. I gotta get some cones. Cones are gonna be consistent. Still want that rear end to lock up. These tires are not vented, dude. Look how it's performing. Granted, it's on 4S. There we go. Learning the slide. A little bit of brake. Oh, that was mint, dude. You probably couldn't even see that, but I felt it. This thing's gotta be hot. And we go for the roll. Dude, I'm covered. Camera's still going and the camera's on fire right now, so. I don't think I would wait. I mean, granted, this is just his first run, but the way it's performing, if this thing holds up, this thing's a score, dude. I'm liking this thing. It's not the same as the UDR. Definitely not the same as the UDR, but I gotta tell you though, the smoothness of how this thing just moves. There's a lot of drivetrain friction with the Traxxas UDR. There's not much drivetrain friction with this thing. Eat up less packs. So looking at it right now, when I did pop the body up, so the wire did not come unplugged from driving. The white wire is the very slightly tighter wire than the blue. I tried to keep them even, but that's why the white wire came undone. The blue wire is for something. White wire is for, yeah, white wire does the tail lights and the, just making sure I'm not getting any chafing. Kind of almost looks like I am getting a little something. So there's a little bit of a channel right there. There's some chafing. It's where the cage slots in. So I just got to make sure that the wire doesn't go into that little spot right there. But so there's your debris, typical of what you would find. It is a trash collector, but that's what it is. It's the name of the game. So maybe that debris shield is kind of good, but I think the debris shield is just going to cause a heat soak issue with the electronics and everything that's in there. Just get yourself like a blower and blow it out if you're running in kind of like stuff like this. Debris shield? I can see why that they're talking about the debris shield. It is literally a packed debris field right now. Look at this, it's all insulated. It's all insulated with straw. So, but a quick blowout and it'll be good. Shocks don't look like they're leaking. Like I said, might need to just adjust these collars down a little bit. They are all the way up. The fronts have a little bit of preload on them, left and right side. There's no preload on that one. So, just gotta blow this out. There was no debris on this, which was a good thing. That's a positive, but the definitely gets stuck in the middle and packed up all on the sides there. So would have been cool maybe if there was just a guard here, something to kind of like stop it instead of the shield that they got. Some kind of like edge guard, because that's where you're getting all your stuff. Yeah, what the heck is that? What's that little bug? So I thought that thing's a tarantula. Out of here.